Hey, what's happening everybody? This is Elite Kicks back with the weekly video. In today's video, we're going to continue with the installment of why you guys keep taking L's on sneakers. In today's video, the topic is going to be two things. One, it's going to be Nike's bot protection. Two, it's also going to be stock numbers. We're going to talk a little bit about the reliance of stock numbers and how that can actually impact you taking a lot of L's. Before we get into that, guys, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, as I've mentioned, I do have a Discord. Help each other cop shoes for retail, put out any exclusive information. We have guides related to Finish Line, JD Sports, Nike app, sneakers app, anything you can imagine that would help you cop sneakers. I just uploaded a guide related to copying on the Undefeated app about how Undefeated has actually taken a very positive step forward to battling bots and to helping manual users cop. With that, guys, we're going to jump into today's video. So the reason I wanted to talk about Nike's bot protection was Nike did put out some information about how they do use bot protection, and I don't think anybody is going to sit here and tell you that Nike doesn't use bot protection. The problem is, and everybody has to take a step back and understand this, is that when Nike uses bot protection, when botters are going after these drops, they're going to change things up. They're going to try to elude Nike's bot protection. They're going to try different things, and ultimately they're going to succeed. The problem with Nike's bot protection is Nike doesn't adjust for the next drop. So let's take the Chicago drop that happened, right? We had 300,000 pairs that were available, but no one was able to enter, and the reason for that was just the sheer number of people that were entering. It probably wasn't 6 million people actually on the app entering, but what we actually saw was a number of bots trying to go out there and enter. Nike wasn't able to stop any of that from happening because, one, they didn't anticipate the volume, but at the same time, Nike's bot protection is so poor that these botters now understand how to beat it, and they know how to beat it consistently. What Nike actually does is they usually update their algorithm and their bot protection at the end of the year, the beginning of the year, and it allows botters all this time to adjust to it. Yes, Nike does make tweaks in the middle, but it's not significant. Part of the reason why Nike put out this information about how, hey guys, we use bot protection, we filter out all these bots, no one is going to sit here and dispute that. They probably do filter out some bots, people who are not adjusting to what Nike is doing, but they're the smart botters, the folks that actually operate the bots that actually work. They've made adjustments, and there's a reason why there's so many entries, because these botters know that they're going to hit. So one thing right here, why you guys keep taking L's: bots. Simple as that. Nike's failed bot protection is exactly the reason why you guys keep taking L's. They're not able to filter out bots, and on top of all that, manual users actually can get flagged as bots. This is something we talked about in one of the prior episodes, is that you can do activities like entering too quickly, for example, not having your profile filled out, just basic stuff like that that can flag you in the algorithm, and you'll get filtered out as a bot, and you'll wonder, hey, it's been 6 months, why haven't I hit? Because the system is recognizing you as a bot. So Nike's bot protection is terrible for two reasons. One, it doesn't adjust properly to bots making changes to their system, and secondly, it filters out a significant number of manual users. At the end of the day, what you're actually left with is a small segment of manual users that cop, and bots who put in 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 plus entries get multiple pairs, and that happens routinely on every single drop. The next thing I want to talk about, guys, is stock numbers. Stock numbers is not my favorite thing. It's something I do provide in the Discord because folks want to know, hey, how many pairs are going there, how many is in this size, how much is in that size. The reason I don't like putting out stock numbers is when I first started understanding how sneakers worked, I'd always look at stock numbers and I'd say, oh, what has the most stock? I'm going to go for that size. And that was a really bad approach to take, you can't change up your size. When you go on sneakers and you have your size listed as a 10 and you start going for 11.5, 12.5, you're not going to hit. Or if you do hit, it will be very sporadically. You need to consistently go for size 10, and that's why stock numbers, that information is dangerous, because you look at it and you say, well, I'm normally a size 10 and I always go for size 10. For some reason size 8 has the most stock, so that gives me the best chance. It doesn't give you the best chance. It's not a numbers game, it's an algorithm game. You going for a different size, changing up the size that you've gone for, will actually hurt your chances in copying on the app. The other thing to keep in mind with stock numbers is that it really gives you a false sense of security. You can look at a particular drop that gives 60, 70,000, 80,000 pairs, or the Chicago's that gives 300,000 pairs, and you're like, oh, I have a decent chance to cop. But let me just tell you, the demand for these sneakers, the hyped sneakers, the Chicago's, the ones, the 4s, anything Almanier, anything like that, the demand greatly exceeds the supply. So you look at stock numbers and you see 70,000, 80,000, something along those lines. Just be mindful that the demand is going to be high, and just because that stock is high does not mean that you should have a false sense of security. So that is another reason why you guys keep taking L's, is because these stock numbers give you a false sense of security. And not only that, there's just not enough production. Nike could take a pair of shoes like the Pandas, what they're doing now, and just continuously make them every single month, but they're not going to do that. They want the demand to outpace the supply. They want their products to be hyped products for everybody to chase them. There obviously is a benefit to them for these hyped products to be limited. With that, guys, that is the video for today. Next week's video, guys, we're going to be talking about the Cherry 11s. My video is going to come out after probably midweek, maybe beginning of the week. It's likely that DSG may have already done wristbands. Most of my information I'm going to post up on my Discord, because I can easily post that up without putting together a video. Otherwise, give me a follow on Instagram, elite_kicks_nova. Check out my Discord. The link is below in the description. With that, guys, this is Elite Kicks signing off. Take care, everybody.